drown your worries in cheap booze.
I'll be damned if I give up on taking back my land.
Mainlander, I got one last idea. Crazier than a box of rad roaches. That hasn't stopped you before. Hull's got plenty of stopping power now. But if a Mirelurk Queen went for a frontal assault...
I'm not sure anything could stop a queen on a rampage.
Might be right, that. But I had an idea. Thicker walls can beat the whole mass velocity force issue. But the bigger problem is acid. Only thing I've ever seen survive a queen's acid are other Mirelurks. The Mirelurks on our islands have carapaces that are extra tough. So you gather up a bunch of the carapaces and lug them back here. Then I'll reinforce the town as best as I'm able.
Far Harbor really owes you for all this.
Yes and no. It's my dock people are squatting on, so I got a personal stake in it. Good luck.
Take it one day at a time.
Handle myself. wall. That'll show 'em.
Hey, you, got a sec?
Of course, Nick. What's up?
I wouldn't normally bother you with this sort of thing, but, well, I know I can trust you at this point. For as long as I can remember, I've been memories of places I've never been, things I've never seen, memories of Nicks. They're not bad, they're just this inescapable reminder that I'm not the person I think I am, that I'm not a person at all. I'm just a machine, pretending to be human.
You think, you feel. You're more than pretending, Nick.
Yeah, nice of you to say, but your kind don't usually have to deal with someone else's whole life trapped inside their skulls. Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in Nick's debt. These memories, they've kept me alive. Nick was a hell of a cop. A guy with good instincts and a good heart. I always counted myself lucky they didn't load me up with some ex-con, or whatever type might volunteer to let folks tinker with their gray matter. But it's thanks to Nick that I pass for human. Why I get to live cushy in Diamond City, and every other synth is shot on sight. I know I got it good, but my entire life I owe to Nick. Everything that makes me who I am. My judgment, my speech, hell, even my name. They're his. And I can't do a damn thing about it, because without them, I'm nothing. A shell. All I want is a life where I have something I can call my own.
You've already built a life for yourself, Nick. You've got the agency, a home, friends.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You know, I'm just gonna need some time to think on this. I appreciate you hearing me out. You're a real good friend. Thanks. You know, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one's straight out of the archives. Once upon a time, in the land of Boston, there lived a king of organized crime, Eddie Winter. He was a bad man who did a lot of bad things, hurt a lot of innocent people. But he knew the end was coming, so he sealed himself inside a personal shelter, located underneath a sub-shop he...
Eddie Winter was from my time. Real scumbag.
The story gets even more twisted. The arrogant bastard wanted to cheat death, live forever, so he could come out of that shelter someday into this brave new world. Sound familiar? Only Eddie didn't want to be a frozen banana. No cryo sleep for him, no. He invested his money in some sick, crazy radiation experiment.
You don't mean to tell me he used that radiation to... Hey.
Go on. Hey, toss anything you can't haul my way. You know, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this one, once upon
Right.
heard a lot of innocent. So he sealed.
Eddie Winter was...
The story gets even more. So he... Only Eddie did.
Jeez, you've really done your homework on this guy.
I have. And I uncovered. Eddie Winter went and turned himself into a ghoul 200 years before it was fashionable. Hell, he was probably... And I'm convinced that he's still locked inside that shelter. Safe and sound. I'm gonna find him and kill him, so that never happens. You in?
I don't get it, Nick. Why kill Eddie Winter, even if he is still alive? This sounds like some kind of vendetta.
I've got memories. The girl. Something out there. Neat house. Watch it. Anyone you walk away from.
Hey,
What's the plan?
Nick.
You know, there is this chunk of Nick Valentine history I've been hoping to put a bow on for a while now. I could use a hand if you're willing to take a crack at it.
Sure thing. What's the case?
Well, this once heard a lot. So he sealed
Sure. Eddie Winter was...
the story. So he could... Only Eddie.
Uh-huh. Jeez.
I have. Eddie Winter, and I'm convinced...
Really?
I'm gonna find...
I don't get it, Nick.
I've got memories of a girl. My girl. They're not really my memories, I know that. They're Nick's. But the girl, she was real. She was beautiful and innocent, and Winter killed her. Now he's got to pay the price. So, knowing that, are you in?
All right, Nick. Let's get the bad guy.
You're a good man. Now, I know where Winter's vault is. The door is sealed with a complex numerical code. Lucky for us, Winter's arrogance knew no bounds. Back in the day, he recorded 10 holotapes, incriminating different criminal associates. On each one, he hit a single number. We find all of those holotapes, get all the numbers. We get all the numbers, we get the code. And then we get Winter. I've been putting together a file on this one for a while now. There's a pair of holotapes in here worth listening to, including one of Winter's. I managed to snatch from Cambridge Police evidence lockup before getting swarmed by ferals. My gut tells me the Boston Police evidence terminals are the key to cracking this one. It's probably worth paying a visit to any of the departments you might have stumbled across.
Detective Valentine, Captain Whitlock here. I'd just like to reiterate how excited we here at the Boston Police Department are that you'll be joining our investigation. Commissioner Turner has already regaled me with the tale of your adventures in Chicago. As you know, Edward L. Eddie Winter has been a pox on this beautiful city for nearly 2 decades. Extortion, murder, racketeering, kidnapping, name of the crime he's committed. The epitome of a cold-blooded, brilliant, slippery crime boss. Unfortunately for us over the years, Winter has also developed that most self-destructive of character traits, supreme arrogance. Starting a little over a year ago, Winter stopped coding his correspondences and began communicating entirely via unencrypted holotape. Each one addressed the subject in question and very clearly signed off by Winter himself. Obviously mocking the authorities. He knows we're monitoring his communications and doesn't care. Winter thinks he's untouchable. Wrong. This is when the game changes. Those holotapes are the key to building a case against Eddie Winter. And they're what this task force will focus on. His crimes, his words. Total self-incrimination. Get those holotapes, and we get Winter.
Message to Johnny
Too many
Montrano.
folks these days count on violence to solve their
Johnny,
problems.
Johnny.
You have to look around.
You
to see where
fat,
that
lazy
leads.
piece of shit. I knew this arrangement was too good to be true. Let's join forces with the North End, huh? Bury the hatchet, work mutually against the common enemy? Well, you put the nail in that coffin, huh, boyo? What did you have to do, Johnny? Huh? What was your job? Sit in your car, on the corner. Keep your eyes open. If you see a uniform, you get out. Walk down the street, knock on the door, and let the fellas know there's trouble coming. Easy as pie, right? I could have got a 9-year-old from the projects to do it, but no. In the interest of Irish-Italian relations, I give the job to you. So what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. You sit on your fat ass dribbling cannoli cream onto your third chin. You watch. You watch the uniform blow months of planning, all in 2 minutes. Congratulations, Johnny. You got me. You and your pal sure put the screws to old Eddie Winter. You should tell this funny story to your little girl when you tuck her in at night. In that corner bedroom, upstairs. Pink wallpaper, little house on Prince Street. Yeah. Eddie Winter, signing off.
Hope you were smarter than this. That's how they put Nick together again.
You can't hide forever!
Someone might make use of it.
What's that?
Then. Just when I thought. Getting along. Someone's coming. Look who it is. Right. Don't fire till you see the white in their eyes dark. Bothering anybody now? Fire till you see the white in their eyes dark.
Probably my last recording. Oh, jeez. I can see my friggin' guts here. They came up from underneath us. Big, huge freaking fire lures. Tons of them. The dead fish, chum, must have lured them to us. Oh, God. My leg. The rest are dead. All dead. Luke got pinched right now, and I saw Rowan screaming while another one pulled him under. His eyes. Jesus, his eyes. I went to get Braun and found some huge fish and thing eating what was left of him. He clawed me right across my guts before I could get a shot off. Jeez, this place was impenetrable. We could see anyone coming for miles. Underwater goddamn fish monster. I just hope. Oh, God, no. Oh, it found me. No.
Unless you're hounding for a green suntan, I suggest we get a move on. Lurks on the loose.
So the doc asked me to witness, so I'm witnessing.
Your funeral. Don't underestimate us.
What's that?
That's the last.
I don't.
Peak of the deck.
Anything useful?
Heads up.
There's something you need?
Cutting carapaces is a dirty job. The pay will be worth it.
Guns, ammo,
I got
and
your
sword.
Myler carapaces.
Get 'em all in
Finally,
stock.
it's done. Everything that can be welded, duct taped, or superglued to the damn docks, all there. It might be time. Soon. For some big decisions. Hell, not used to talking about any of this. The whole island's falling apart. So many dead from the fog. The crabs, or whatever. And I just keep wondering how many good weeks I have left. 3, 4, 2.
You should take it easy.
As long as I got the strength, I can't waste it. And to think, before the news, I was powerful close to tossing the whole lot off my docks. But afterward, there weren't no point in defending my land. Let them come, I guess. And now watching them all squabble instead of lending a hand? Hell, a single finger to help. Don't they realize that all the bickering, for just a little bit more, is a waste of breath?
I don't think it's that black and white.
Nothing ever is. After I get the carapaces installed, there's one last thing I want to do. You've been a real friend, Rugas. If you're willing to see it to the end, well, gotta get to work.
Food.
Mariner.
Shouldn't take too long to work the carapaces into the harbor.
Only Alan's got enough backbone to stand up to the children.
Protect your loved ones with my fine hand cannons.
You need it? The bait shop's got it.
You need some firepower?
I'll take a look.
Let's deal.
Hey, Doc.
If these knuckleheads don't trust you now, well, fuck all right. I expect folk will be more talkative now. Might even have some more work for you. Maybe hit up Mitch at the last plank. Have any needs on a hay? What? Oh, why yes. Mitch, he owns the last plank. I think his family is in a spot of trouble. And I heard some of the dregs at the end of the dock were looking for help too. Take this. And, if you're inclined, socialize. It's your party after all. Everyone, times are hard. But this here feast is proof that we can turn things around. Now I know mainlanders have been responsible for all manner of harm. But this one is special. This one did the captain's dance.
It's true. I saw it.
So in my book, he's not a mainlander anymore. He's one of us!
Yeah!
Mainlander! Ha ha!
Here's to you.
Food in front, dock in back.
Captain's dance. Wow.
Need to drown your troubles? Talk to Mitch at the last plank.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
The captain's dance. Wow.
Here's what I've got.
Don't let the island catch you off guard. Buy my guns.
Here's to you. Here's
Never
to
look a
you.
trapper in the
Look
eyes.
alive.
Do something for you?
Something else.
Captain's dance.
Teddy.
You here for doctoring?
I need some medical attention.
Well, speak up. What's ailing you?
Got roughed up.
Let me take... Oh, that's not so bad.
I saw the whole thing. The Queen. Shit.
And that's that. Anything else bothering you?
Actually, it's nothing.
Take care.
Fresh shipment in. All your medical and food needs.
Burns the belly, but gets the job done. Get it now. Everyone, make way.
Did you really kill the Queen? The Mariner said you did.
Don't pester him, Debbie. Of course he did. Now this is what a badass looks like. I fear we had you all wrong.
Well, Captain Avery didn't.
Right. Holier than thou Avery got the right of it. And thanks for reminding me. Here's a round on the house.
What's your beef with Avery?
Avery was born on the island, but she left for a good long spell. Didn't come back until, well, 10, 11 years ago? And since then, she's been trying to make us adopt all sorts of mainland nonsense. I ain't arguing she doesn't do good, or her heart being in the right place, but why change what ain't broke?
Ooh, thanks.
Least I can do.
Mitch, I mean, since he did the captain's dance, maybe your uncle?
That's my own family business.
Sir, Mitch is too damn proud, but we're worried about Uncle Ken.
If my family was in trouble, I'd do anything to help them.
You hear that, Mitch? Even someone like him would ask for help.
Uncle Ken's the last one still living on the island. The last holdout.
Crazier than a bag full of starved mole rats, he is.
Mitch sent him some of the fog condensers? So he might still be alive. He's safe from the fog.
But the campground's got to be swarming with God knows what. Listen, it shames me to ask it. Oh, but he is my kin. Could you check up on him? And find some way to drag his hide back here. I'll pay, of course.
The island's dangerous. My services won't come cheap.
If you look into it, I can throw some supplies in to help in the fog. The plank ain't exactly flush with caps.
I'll look for your uncle.
His homestead's the old visitor center, inland. And look out, he loves his traps.
Mitch.
Looking a mite too sober by my estimation. I can fix that.
Thanks for helping, Mitch.
I'd like to rent a room.
It's up the stairs. Life.